God's blessing.
There it is. That's a great way to start the video. And as you guys know, every year on one's birthday, Facebook gives you the opportunity to be like, hey, let's raise money for this cause. Let's raise money for this reason. So this year, I decided, well, when we were talking in Orlando at the event, and you told me the story about this girl who pretty much got her whole, almost like her future taken away, everything that she was working for taken away in a blink of an eye because of COVID and everything else that's happened to her. I knew this was the reason that you were coming there, right? So it was great for you to come there. It was great for us to connect and really talk about how we can change somebody's life and how she has the potential to change a lot of other people's lives. So guys, if you guys are tuning in, we started a GoFundMe. We have a big goal in mind. It's actually not too big. I definitely think we can reach it here. But keep in mind, anything helps, right? Share this video, donate a little bit. We have the GoFundMe here right underneath this. And guys, we're here. What's up, Mr. J? We're here to help try and change somebody's life that literally COVID ripped it away. She had a scholarship. She was about to go to med school. She had all these big dreams, and in a blink of an eye, it was all taken away. So I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us a little bit about, because you know these people personally, you know about this situation, and you're help put this together. So I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of inform us a little bit more about what she's going through and what the reason is we're here for.
Well, thank you, Nick. I mean, and God bless you. I mean, from the moment we were in Orlando,
yeah,
and that amazing John Sheplack event, when all of a sudden I got this call, and you just jumped in and say, let's do this, let's make it happen. And a couple of weeks after that, here we are. So bless you for that. Well, basically, as you know, my two youngest studied in Dominican Republic. They went to med school over there.
Right.
And for 6 years. And it was really an amazing experience. And we got to meet a lot of people, a lot of locals.
Right.
And this specific family is very dear to my heart. The mom, she was always tending after my kids, looking out for them, a little snack, a little, things that moms really appreciate, because right. when we can't be there, hey, if the mom steps in, we're going to love that.
Right.
So this was where Jado came in, and she was always, just looking out for my kids. And I could always, when I visited them in Dominican Republic, I could see Jamie was always like listening, like she was a young girl. She was about 12. Right. No, she was 10 by that age. She's 18 now. And she was always like listening in on the conversations and talking about med school and how she wanted to be a doctor. And in fact, when my kids left, they left her all the med school books and all everything she needed, right?
Right.
So she starts med school. I mean, in the midst of all this, let me first back up a little so that you guys can hear a little of her story and identify and see why it is we want so badly to reach that goal of $11,000. And I'm sure we will reach it. When Jamie was 12 or 13, her father suddenly passed away. And it was devastating to this young girl. I mean, her father was her everything. And right. She fell into a deep depression. She thought, I mean, imagine 12, 13-year-old, your dad passes away suddenly. You don't know, you're just clueless of what's going to happen with your life. So her mom really worked hard to get her out of that, that depression. The granddad who had raised them, because while the parents worked, the grandparents were taking care of the kids. He was right. diagnosed with cancer. Unfortunately, it was a little late. It was metastasized. So a few months after dad dies, grandpa dies as well. So, yet another shock into this girl's world. Fast forwarding it, Hurricane Maria, which devastated the Caribbean, right. Did not help. And COVID came to even hit harder on all this situation. Now, her mom is a stylist. She has literally a salon chair in her living room where she tends to the public. And she does like appetizers for meetings and birthdays. But again, with COVID, all of this went away, right?
Right.
She had managed to save up for Jamie's first semester, which she completed.
Right.
And then COVID happened, no money, people getting sick left and right. Doors shutting everywhere. I mean, this family has reached out to everyone they can in Dominican Republic, and every single door has been shut.
Yeah.
And I want to point out, they did not reach out to me. It was just a call. My daughter called them just to say hi, for the young kid's birthday. And the story kind of poured out, and my daughter called me. That was when I was with you in Orlando. And it was like, something, we have to do something. We have to make this happen. mean, we have to use leadership and influence to be able to help others because, like a great friend of mine says, if not
Right.
you, then who? If not now, then when? You know.
Right.
So, so the mission is to accomplish the goal of $11,000 because that is how ridiculously cheap med school is for a Dominican student over there in Dominican Republic, for a local Dominican student. They pay in their currency, which is pesos. And right now, the change is about $1 is like 56 pesos. So it's more or less about $600 per semester. So that's how we came up with the amount of the $11,000. So you know what? As a mom, I mean, I beg you to help in any way you can, to share this on social media.
Right.
It's more, it's more than a career. It's a dream. It's a goal. It's letting good people know that good will prevail, that when you make the sacrifices and you're willing to pay the price, things will happen for you, that life is hard, but that there are many, many good people out there willing to help you, willing to bless you, willing, to walk hand in hand with you. So this is bigger than us, Nick. This is bigger than just paying for girls' med school. It's giving people faith back in the world. And that even though COVID and all these negative things hurt us, we can still do so much good and we can still help so many people.
Yeah, no, I agree. And a couple things right now. Number one, we're at 500 at our goal right now out of 11,000. Yes. So we're on our way there, guys. So like we said, every little bit counts. If it's $1, $10, $100, whatever you guys can give can really help us out. And it's important to note too that, like you said, she didn't ask for this. She's not asking for us to go on here and do this. But at the same time too, when you brought this to me, especially since I know around this time of year, it can be really tough for people, right? It can be really tough. And with everything happening with COVID, with everything happening in her life, sometimes it just takes the goodwill of strangers to maybe give somebody back a little bit of hope, right? And so we're asking you guys to be a part of this. We're asking you guys to help us as well. Help us help this young lady reach her goals. And you never know what she can do, right? At the end of the day, her goal is going to be to help save other people's lives. So it'll be fun after this, everybody who donates, because I know we're going to get some more help than just the 500 we have right now. So guys, go ahead, go to the GoFundMe. I'm going to keep a kind of live update about what numbers we're at, what numbers we're hitting. But it'll be fun to check back in after 6 years, 10 years, and see what she's going to be able to do. See how many possible lives she's going to be able to save just because we're on this live right now trying to make a difference.
Definitely.
Right. So, I mean, with that being said, why don't you share with us, because I know you were saying your daughter went to med school, and some of the things that she's been able to do after leaving med school, and some of the ways that she's been able to help give back as well.
Well, actually, when my daughter was in her last year of med school, she organized a foundation, and we recollected a lot of, it's called Cruzando Fronteras Brindando Esperanzas. And that means crossing frontiers, bringing hope. That's what that means. And initially it came out as a social project for one of her classes. But again, we do things just wanting to bless others. And then we realize it's a calling much bigger than this, So same thing happened to Karina. She started her foundation with the intention of providing food and school supplies and personal supplies for local families in the Dominican Republic. And it ended up being a major foundation, which she has brought to Puerto Rico as a medical doctor. Right. And she's been assisting, like, for example, when Hurricane Maria, she assisted. We had an activity in December called Toys for Smiles, and we were able to deliver over 2,000 toys to children in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, when there was like nothing going on. Many places didn't have electricity, didn't have water. So we were able to do that. We've been able to visit different homes for children and provide them also with materials. In January, we started having very, very strong earthquakes in the south of the island. So they were also able to create a medical team and go over there, take them some, medical supplies, house supplies for people that were staying in those camps. We had to build camps for people that had to leave their homes. So she was able to bring this project, which I guess, seeing the needs of people in Dominican Republic, you really haven't seen poverty. We think we've seen poverty,
Right.
or we've seen people with low income, but it's not until you go to places like the Dominican Republic, and I'm not talking go to the Hard Rock Cafe in Punta Cana, and no.
Right.
I'm talking visit the cities and interact with people, and you will see what poverty is about. I mean, we're blessed in the United States and in Puerto Rico because we receive funds, federal aids. FEMA comes in. I mean, we have so many, like right now, the stimulus checks. I mean, the unemployment, and all these benefits that have helped a lot of people. Well, in countries like Dominican Republic, this doesn't exist. So when there's no money, there is no money, period, you know? And we think we've seen it all. We'll try walking into a house built literally of tin, you know, and seeing, you know, just a little string and one light bulb for the entire house. The floor being in dirt. You know, these are things that I personally saw, and they humbled me because I was so grateful and so blessed for, you know, all that we have. And it's just a reminder of how, you know, the blessings that we have, we just have to share it with others.
Right.
So besides that, besides the foundation, Karina has been able to, with her medical degree, she has completed her licensing, her bars and her exams. And she's been practicing telemedicine. And right now she has an exciting offer to be the medical director of a rehab center that will be opening next year. So you know, I have a lot of things to be grateful for, families in Dominican Republic and the population in Dominican Republic in general, because it you know, it provided my children with a new mindset of what health really is, you know, and we have to make a difference in any way we can, Nick. I mean, like I said, this is bigger than us, this is above us, and $11,000 is really nothing when we compare to the impact we can have in other people's lives.
Yeah, and like you said too, it's not going to take it all from one person, right? If that happened, that'd be fantastic. But it's going to take a little bit from all of us. And guys, this is, you know, like you said, it's bigger than us. It's an opportunity to really help somebody out. Guys, hit that button above. Like we said, I want to keep track of everybody who's donating, give you a shout out while we're live. Go ahead and hit that GoFundMe, donate to this great cause. And I'm really excited to see what we can do for this. You know, I really think we can hit some big numbers here. And I really am excited just to see the impact we can make on somebody else's life. Like you said, when it comes down to this, what are we all doing this for, right? If not to make a difference in the world. So this is a great opportunity for us to make a difference. Guys, go ahead. I don't care if it's $10, $1, whatever it is. That's the whole point of us getting on here. We know it takes a group effort. We know it takes a village. We know it takes a lot of people. That's why we're going live. That's why I'm using my platform. That's why we're doing this, to hopefully make a difference, because I believe there's a lot of great people out there. Prove me right. Go ahead and hit that donate button and start raising some money, guys. Come on. Who's going to be the first person on the live? Well, actually, second person on the live to go ahead and donate some money and really help us give back to this amazing girl. Really just kind of help somebody out that's in need right now, that is out there who's truly trying to make a difference. You know, we're not helping out. We're helping out somebody who wants to become a doctor. We're helping somebody out that wants to go to med school. We're helping somebody out that's literally looking to make a difference in the world. The least we can do is help her with that first step, because without us, this girl is not going to happen. She's not going to go to med school, right? There's not another opportunity. Like you said, you've knocked on the doors, you reached out to other people. So if not her, if we can't help her, then who can? The answer is nobody. And that's why we're going live right now. That's why we're using this platform. To hopefully get in front of some more people. So guys, we need your help right now. You know, I don't come out here and reach out for your guys' help often, but we need your help right now. Again, usually when you're on Facebook, you see that little donate button on your birthday. I didn't utilize that this year because I knew this was coming. This is our opportunity to give back. This is our opportunity to make somebody's life better. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about like how you got to know the family and how you got to kind of come in contact with them?
Well, they actually lived across the street from my children.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously neighbors. seeing my kids walk up and down every day to the university and so forth. And that's how we met them, and you know, or my kids met them first. And like I said, you know, it was like, hey, you know, through the it's just like this I love this Caribbean feeling, like, where we just open the windows and talk to our neighbors, and that's how kind of she got Jado, the mother. That's how kind of she started the relationship with my children. She was like, hey, you guys want some coffee? Hey, you guys need this? Hey, you guys need that? And she was always like this mother hen tending to them. So that's how they met them. And then eventually when my husband and I went to visit Dominican Republic and our children, well, we got to meet her and hear part of her story. And actually today she called me this morning, or she wrote to me this morning, and I told her we're going live today. And she was like, oh, please pray for me, because her mom is really sick, the grandmother too. She has, no, let me tell you, when you talk about somebody being like tested to the limits, this family has been tested to the limits, As we speak, the grandmother is in the hospital. She wrote to me this morning. She was not feeling well.
Right.
And she wrote me and she said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, get in contact with you during the day. And about half an hour ago, she actually sent me a picture of the mom, in the hospital bed. And I was like, oh my God, what more, what more?
Right.
But, it's like she says, she always keeps her faith in God. And she says, I know that something better is going to happen. And it's just incredible to see people that have gone through so many struggles in their life. Right. So many doors closed in their face, and they still remain full of faith and full of hope, and that was one of the things that I most admired about them when I met them. They had so little, yet they had so much.
Right.
And it's important that we embrace these things and we understand the difference, because sometimes we believe we have so much when we have a lot of material things, the good house, the good car, the jewelry, being able to go out to fine dining. Well, let me tell you, I learned in a very hard way that it's definitely not having it all. It's having a family, it's having love, it's having somebody to care for, it's being able to give back and help others. It's much more, it's much more than all the material things you can possess.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, what can you do with all the material things you gain? Nothing. When we die,
right,
we leave and we don't take any of that with us. So that is why it's so important that you hit that donate button.
Yeah.
And you help us, help them, help this family. Yeah, and like Nick said, we will be back. We will be back in a couple of years, and we will keep you posted. Right. This is not donate and we'll forget about you. And no, we will keep track. And this is my personal compromise with you all. We will be keeping track of Jamie through med school and providing you pictures and videos and anything you need. And I don't know you, Nick, but I am going to that graduation.
Well, it sounds like I might have to make a trip now. That's what it sounds like. Right.
So we will be at that graduation, and we will be there going live at that graduation, and thanking everybody who made this possible. So I know you're there. I know you're connecting. Just help us with any amount. No amount is little. Share this live, share the GoFundMe post, talk to others. I mean, maybe you say, oh, I can't give money because I'm in a tight spot right now. Well, you can share this message. You can share this live with all your contacts. You could go through WhatsApp, through text message, email, through your Facebook contacts. And believe me, it's the power of multiplying, of using our resources and using our sphere of influence to make things happen further. Like Nick said, I mean, if one person donated the 11,000, God bless them, we will be happy. But we know that's a little bit hard. So we believe in the power of people, and many people giving little is going to help us reach that goal of 11,000.
Yeah, and like you said, like, share, comment on this post. It all helps. But most importantly, hit that button to donate, right? Like you said, this family's in our need right now. They've already lost they lost members of their family recently. They have another one in the hospital. There's a lot going on in their lives. The last thing they needed was for their daughter's education to be stripped from them, right? With everything going on now, it's completely taken away. Those hope dreams are all gone. And sometimes it takes a little help from strangers to give you a little hope back in the world. Right.
Yes,
and that's what I want all of us to do. That's what I want us to accomplish, is to give this family a little more hope that, there's going to be better days. There's going to be better things out there. So guys, it doesn't take it all. You know, you don't have to donate a lot. All we're asking for is a little bit from each person to help us reach our goal here, and really just to help change a life, right? That's what this is all about. I know we've all seen better days at this point, right? 2020 has taken a lot from a lot of people. Like I said, lost family members, lost jobs. But these people lost both of those and then some, right? And like we said, sometimes it just takes a little help from strangers, a little help from all of us to make a little bit of difference in the world. So guys, hit that button, donate, give back. This is what we're here for. We're gonna stay on here for a while. You know, we're not going anywhere.
We're not
leaving. Timeline. You know, we got goals here. We got people that we want to help. So we're gonna stay on the timeline. Go ahead and help me out. Help me get off here faster, guys. Go ahead and hit that donate button. Help me get off here. Help. No, but if for whatever other reason there is, you know, but yeah, no, it's just us all just trying to make a difference and trying to really help some people that are in need right now. Like you said, the family she lost her father, her grandfather, her grandmother's in the hospital right now. Mother's business can't even operate. And now she cannot go to school. They're taking away the funding. Well, we don't want to see that happen. We want to be the difference that this girl needs right now in the world. And really help her help a lot of people. Because, you know, after she graduates med school, that's the goal, right? To go out there, help a lot of people and to really make a difference in the world. Like you said, your daughter's been doing amazing things. I'm sure knowing your daughter, she's going to try and follow in those footsteps as well and really try to make a big difference in the world too.
Yes, she is. She has big plans, definitely. And you know what? I want to give out a shout out to all my Latinos listening. And I know it's going to be like gibberish to you, Nick.
Yeah, go ahead. It probably will be.
All my English-speaking colleagues and friends. So I'm sorry, but I have to go in Spanish so that a lot of our Spanish-speaking friends and colleagues can understand. Amigos, estamos en esta actividad, en este live, con el propósito de recaudar $11,000. Esa es la meta. Hemos establecido el GoFundMe para Jamie. Jamie es una joven de la República Dominicana que conozco personalmente, conozco a su familia, conozco todos los sacrificios y todos los sufrimientos que han tenido que pasar. Jamie, a la edad de 12, 13 años, pierde a su papá de repente, ¿verdad? Sufre una depresión, ansiedades. Su mamá fue su roca y la ayudó en todo el proceso. Su abuelo recién había sido diagnosticado con un cáncer. Tristemente, pues fue tardíamente diagnosticado, ya que pocos meses después pues el cáncer había metastizado y el abuelito también fallece, siendo los abuelos quienes criaron a Jamie porque sus papás trabajaban arduamente. Sus papás tenían 3 trabajos cada uno para poder llevar el pan, ¿verdad?, al hogar. Como si esto fuera poco, ¿verdad?, en medio de todo este drama emocional que ella vive, ¿verdad?, siendo una jovencita y que no entiende. Más adelante pues viene el huracán María, que sabemos que hizo mucha devastación tanto en todo el Caribe, específicamente en Puerto Rico. Santo Domingo también fue afectado. Jamie comienza su universidad, su mamá logra, ¿verdad?, esos fondos para ese primer semestre. Surge todo esto de la pandemia, todo este lockdown, empiezan a cerrar áreas, la mamá tiene negocio de estilista y hace también aperitivos desde su propia casa, desde sus apartamentos. Con el cierre causado por COVID, pues obviamente este tipo de negocio pierde, ¿verdad?, su clientela. Ella ha tocado puertas con políticos en República Dominicana, en todos lados, y donde quiera que ha ido, las puertas se le han cerrado. La universidad no tiene ningún tipo de ayudas ni incentivos, no hay préstamos, no hay planes de pago, obviamente, pues por la situación económica en la que se está viviendo, ¿verdad?, en el mundo entero, pero específicamente ellos allá en la República. Así que $11,000. ¿Por qué $11,000? Porque $11,000 es lo que cuesta la carrera de medicina para una estudiante dominicana estudiando en República Dominicana. Mientras nosotros acá, ¿verdad?, tenemos que pagar cientos de miles de dólares por una carrera y tenemos préstamos estudiantiles, tenemos becas, tenemos un montón de ayuda. En Santo Domingo no lo tienen, mis hijos, no hay esto. Así que lo que le estamos pidiendo es que done de lo que usted pueda. Una pequeña donación, pero que también comparta este mensaje, comparta este video, comparta la página de GoFundMe con todas las personas que usted entienda y conozca. ¿Por qué? Porque mientras más personas se unan a esta causa, mientras más personas donen, podremos llegar a los $11,000, que es la meta. Ya tenemos 500, nos faltan 10,500 y sabemos que con la ayuda de todos ustedes vamos a poder lograrlo y vamos a poder cambiar la vida de esta jovencita. Jamie tiene 18 años, es una joven encantadora, hermosa, y tiene muchos sueños. Sueños que una y otra vez los han tratado de tronchar, con muchas experiencias que nadie a su joven edad debe haber vivido, pero ella no ha perdido la fe. Y ahora nos toca a nosotros demostrarle que cuando uno tiene fe, que cuando uno tiene una meta y está dispuesto a sacrificarse por esa meta, siempre van a haber gente buena, siempre van a haber puertas que se abren y que la ayudan. Así que lo que le estamos pidiendo es que nos ayuden a ayudar a Jamie. Aunque sea $1 que usted dé, $1 que usted done a una persona, 2, 10, 15, 20 personas que usted contacte y le comparta este mensaje, pueden hacer una diferencia en la vida de Jamie y de su familia. Vamos a enseñarle a esta jovencita que todos sus esfuerzos no han sido en vano, que pueda terminar su carrera de medicinas y eventualmente ella también ser un ente de cambio para su familia y para la vida de muchas otras personas en la República Dominicana y en otros países. Así que solamente le estamos pidiendo que nos ayuden, que se involucren, que den un poquito. Y si no tienen, ¿verdad? Si no tienen ahora mismo para poder hacer el pago, les doy mi teléfono, es el 787-560-4688. Me pueden llamar y en confianza en cualquier parte de Puerto Rico estoy más que dispuesta a hacer los arreglos para recoger ese dinerito y poder ayudar a esta chica y a esta familia maravillosa. Así que contamos con ustedes. Y ahora sigo en inglés porque Nick no me entiende. So now I'm back to English, Nick.
All right, we're back. Yeah,
you understood everything perfectly, right?
Yeah, you nailed it. I think you nailed it. I've been doing my I've been doing my Duolingo, so I picked up every 15th word that you said there.
That's good.
Yeah, I've been studying because next time I go down to Orlando, next time I go to the Dominican Republic, I need to know what everybody's saying. I need to
Definitely.
a little bit more.
Definitely.
I have you guys as my translator with me at all times. I like to adventure. I like to go out on my own.
Yeah. Well, I know that. We know that.
Oh yeah, now you know that. Oh no, that was a good time. But yeah, last time we were down there, that's I went to what was it? Gil's office, and they had a whole Spanish day. And they're teaching in Spanish, and Bobby's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out there." He's like, "Yeah, my Spanish is a little rusty, but taught the whole class in Spanish." I'm just sitting there typing away. I'm like, I need to learn this language. Like there are so many people around me down here that are speaking Spanish, and so many people in the world that do, and I don't know a damn word. And I'm like, that needs to change.
Yes, you were actually in the back of the room, just trying to look very concentrated at every word Bobby was saying.
I was trying to pick up some words while I was down there. That was the goal. That was the goal at the time. But right now, the goal has changed a little bit. We're on here. We're raising money for Jamie. We're getting here through med school. There's one thing I know. We're going to get this girl through med school. We're going to do all we can to really make this happen. So, guys, again, just hit that donate button. Help us out. Help this family. any way that we can. Any way that we can.
Definitely. And you know what? It's much more, sometimes we think, oh, med school, like it's only for the elite or the people that have money. But no, I mean, how incredible is it for a young girl, coming from a family that lives in poverty,
right,
to have such amazing dreams, and this goes back to, I have to give it back to the mom. I mean, she raised one incredible girl. And she taught her to have faith and to stay committed no matter what life throws at you. And I have to give a shout out to the mom because really, I mean, she has done an amazing job, just teaching Jamie to be resilient,
right,
to have that indomitable spirit of wanting to continue and pursuing her goals, even though everything seems to say it's not going to be possible.
Right.
And she still believes. So, that's just so incredible. It just really amazes me how mindset and mind shift can make a difference. And it doesn't matter your economical situation. It's just a matter of when you set your mind to it and focus on that goal, nothing's going to stop you. You're going to go forward, and do whatever it takes to make that dream come true.
Yeah.
So we need everyone to chip in and to help us reach that goal of 11,000.
Yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal. I know we have a couple people that'll be joining us here shortly to help us reach that goal as well. As you guys know, the whole goal here is to help this girl get through med school. She got her tuition. She got everything stripped away. She got her family parts of her family taken away. And you know what? We're just out here trying to do a little bit better in the world. So guys, hit that donate button. Help us out. Like we said, we're going to be on here a while. We're going to be on here until we hit this goal. Well, we're going to be on here. Yeah, we'll be on here a while. Let's just say that. We're going to be on here. We're trying to make a difference. And like we said, this is my birthday wish this year, guys. I know I don't ask for much, but this is what we're hoping for right here. My birthday was 2 days ago, so I might be stretching it a little bit. But yeah. But you know, this is what I wish for this year. This is what I wish for, is just to make a difference, to go out here. And you know, when you brought this to me in Orlando, you know, there's I feel like every time I go to a mastermind, there's always we started Agents Against Child Trafficking at our last mastermind, and that's really taken off. And we've already been able to help so many children in this world, save them, rescue them, and also bring them up, teach them. And then we go to this mastermind, and this opportunity presents itself. And you know, it's times like these where we really need to step up. You know, it's great. It's easy to step up when everything's going good, but you know, when everything's kind of in disarray, this is, to me, when you show our true colors, when maybe you don't have the most right now, but we're still willing to help out. You know, I think this is what makes people human, is being able to help out, being able to step up and say, you know what, $10 isn't too much to ask for right now. Right? We're not asking for a lot. We're not asking. We're like $1, $10, anything that you guys can give right now to help us reach our goal. You know, it's gonna be greatly appreciated. Then you're gonna be able to follow Jamie through her life. You're gonna be able to follow Jamie through med school, and then what she does after that too, and really feel like you made a difference in somebody else's life. You never know whose life she could be saving. Who knows when you're down in the Dominican Republic, maybe. Who knows when you're down in like different areas and you might need your life saved. She might be there.
You never know. That's so true. That's so true. I have, and this is not about Jamie. It's actually a testimony. A priest, a priest who's a very, very good friend of mine, narrated to us, and he wanted to be a doctor all his life. He wanted to be a doctor, and that was his goal. And He studied very hard. And when he was in high school, he had very good grades, and his goal was to be a doctor. And all of a sudden, he starts receiving this spiritual calling to be a priest. And he actually fought with it. And he fought with it for a very long time. And a lot of things happened to him until eventually he decided to listen to God and went with priesthood. Right. And when this as a young man, he's in the airport about to get on his plane to go to Spain, which was where he studied. Right. His father tells him, don't go. His father, who never asks him for anything, okay, tells him, don't go. I will pay for your college. Right. And he says that at that moment, he was like very, very like in the middle. Oh my God, my father never asked me for anything. Right. But then my heavenly Father is asking me for another big commitment, right? So he just looks at his dad in his eyes and said, you know what, Dad, this is the first time I have to say no. Yeah. Because my calling is bigger.
This is his first and only time he had to say no.
Right? So going fast forward 10 years after, the father is literally in the hospital in his deathbed. He's in a coma. And this priest, he's already a priest, he is in the bed in the room taking care of his dad. And his dad suddenly wakes up and says, I need a priest. I need to confess. Yeah. 10 years after, and he says, wow, he gets up, and his mind went back to that moment at the airport when his dad asked him to not leave. And he says that he saw like this picture of his life going in front of his eyes, where he saw himself staying and becoming a doctor, and then living that same moment with his dad and not being able to do anything because he was a doctor, not a priest. Wow. So when he realizes, he says, wow, I made the right decision, because my father is about to die, and he's not asking for a doctor. He's asking for a priest, and I'm here. So he confesses him, gives him the blessing, and his father passes away shortly. So, with this, I'm just making your point of, you never know who you're going to help or who's going to be in your hands. I mean, if this friend of ours would not have accepted his calling, he maybe could not have been able to help his dad in a very different way. And it's the same way, I think, with Jamie and with other people. We can help in different ways. I mean, we never know whose lives they can save, whose lives they can impact, and maybe not health-wise. I mean, think about even emotionally. We don't know if Jamie will become a spokesperson, and have her own foundation to help children coming from Dominican Republic to have a better quality of life. You know, we don't know what can come out of this, out of our goal to help her, you know, how many others we can help as well. You know, and that's the beauty of this. You know, we can impact so many people's lives, and we don't even know how incredible we can touch these people's lives, and just change them for the better. You know, and just give a little hope and a little faith in mankind. Like you said, human. You know, have this empathy that we sometimes it seems like it's lost, but it's not. It's not. I mean, we can really. There's a lot of good in the world, and we use. You know, if we have money, let's use it for a good cause. Let's use it. Of course, we love to go out and dine and have fun. You know, on vacation.
Go to Orlando.
Well, in Orlando. So let's just give back. Let's just give back, people. I mean, it's a matter of helping somebody achieve their dreams and helping a family get up, you know, and live their best life, be who they can be. And if not us, then who? If not now, then when?
Yeah.
This is the moment. This is the calling, and we want to see those numbers go up.
Yeah, and I know, especially from talking to you about how much good your daughter's been able to do. About like you were saying, like just going out like when it was Christmas, and she was able to give away all the toys, right? And there's like so many different ways that she's really helped impact so many more people's lives, that Jamie could have the same exact opportunity to make a huge impact. And all we have to do is make a little impact on her life right here, really help her get through med school. Like, to me, it just, like we said, it doesn't take a lot from one person. It takes a little bit from everybody. You know, it takes a village to make this work. And that was our goal of coming on here live. Is because I truly believe, you know, the people watching this, the people that will be tuning in, the people that have already tuned in, we've got some good people on here. And, you know, good people want to do good in the world. And that's what we're giving everyone the opportunity to do, is do some good in the world. Like we said, if you can't donate at all, I understand. Share this video. There's someone on your page that might be able to help donate. Share this video, like, comment. Every little bit goes a long ways. But above all else, make sure if you can, hit that donate button. Like we said, if it's $1, $10, $5, $100, whatever you guys can give, that it will help. It will go a long, long way.
It's a matter of becoming the change we want to see in the world. I mean, we always talk about how we want a better world, and how if we had the chance we would change this or we would change that. You know, it's a common topic among people. So today we do have the opportunity to be the change we want to see in the world, and all it's going to take is a small donation, and for you to share this post with everyone you know.
Right.
Somebody was mentioning to me today, oh, well, you know, I don't know that many people with money. And I said, well, we don't need that many people with money. You know what? $11,000 minus $1 is not $11,000.
Right.
So $1 is $1, and it's good, and we will take it on any given day.
I love it. So, you know what? So the reason we were in Orlando, it's funny because, you know, this is where masterminds, it's always when you meet good people, you know, going into these different masterminds, going into different atmospheres. We got some support out here. Yeah. So what was I gonna say?
Karina.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's amazing when you meet good people and just you get ideas and you get things like, 'cause we were down there, we were thinking of ways, and we're like, let's just go live, let's hold a fundraiser, let's help get this across the finish line, you know. And I think there's going to be other ways that we're going to be able to help with this cause as well. But this is the first step in a long line that we're going to be able to really help create some good, you know. Of course, when we hit this goal, I don't think it stops here. You know, I'm always looking for new ways to make differences. I'm always looking for new ways to make things happen. And this is the newest one that I want to make happen, guys. So if you guys are tuning in, like we said, like, share, comment, but above all else, hit that GoFundMe, hit that button, donate. $10, $100, whatever you guys can give. Let's go ahead and start hitting some goals. Let's start hitting some numbers. Let's get something for this logo to be excited about.
Definitely. And another shout out to my Spanish speaking family and friends and colleagues. Saludos, estoy aquí con Nick Krem. Estamos en vivo y nuestro propósito en esta noche es llegar a la meta de los $11,000 para Jamie. Jamie es una joven de 18 años de República Dominicana. La conocimos cuando mis hijos estudiaron en República Dominicana, y les puedo dar fe de la calidad humana, de lo maravilloso que son sus padres, y de todo el esfuerzo que han hecho para poder ayudar a Jamie. No obstante, la vida les ha dado bien duro, Jamie perdió a su papá de repente, su abuelo fue diagnosticado con un cáncer metastizado y falleció cuando ella tenía apenas 13 años, 12, 13 años. Un golpe muy duro para esta jovencita. Sin embargo, su mamá, que ha sido su roca y su fortaleza, le ha enseñado a seguir hacia adelante. Y Jamie comenzó su primer semestre de medicina gracias a los esfuerzos de su mamá. Pero lamentablemente vino esta pandemia, vino el COVID, y como ustedes saben, de la misma manera que en Estados Unidos y en Puerto Rico esto ha sido impactado, pues imagínense en otros países como República Dominicana. Muchos casos, muchos sitios cerrados, muchas personas enfermas, muchas personas que han fallecido, y pues también los ha impactado a ellos. La abuela de Jamie, que también la mamá pues trabaja con ellos, tiene a su abuelita con fallo renal, paciente de diálisis. De hecho, hoy están en el hospital. Esta mañana cuando me escribió, su mamá no se sentía muy bien y en este mismo instante está en el hospital con ella. Así que también enviamos un abrazo bien grande y todas nuestras oraciones y bendiciones para que se recupere pronto. Pero volvemos al tema de Jamie. O sea, Jamie ha enfrentado tantas cosas en su vida, mi gente. Y el último golpe, el último cantazo ha sido este. Ahora mismo la universidad, con todos los cambios económicos que han surgido a raíz del COVID, no hay plan de pago, no hay préstamo, no hay becas, no hay ayudas. Nosotros somos el único recurso para que Jamie pueda completar esa carrera en medicina, para que ella haga una diferencia en su vida, en la vida de sus familias y en la vida de muchos. Por eso estamos aquí, por eso es nuestra meta de poder llegar hasta los $11,000, porque eso es lo que le cuesta la carrera de medicina completa. Como estudiante nacida en Santo Domingo y estudiando en Santo Domingo, pues obviamente paga en pesos, no en dólares. Así que cuando hacemos el cálculo de pesos a dólares, es el equivalente a $11,000. Gente, $11,000 no es nada. Pensemos, ¿verdad? Cuando compramos un carro o cuando nos vamos de vacaciones, quizás no gastemos 11,000 en unas vacaciones, pero se nos van $3,000 o $4,000, ¿verdad? Y aún en medio de lo que estamos viviendo, podemos dar algo, podemos ayudar en algo. Nos toca hacer el cambio que queremos ver en el mundo, nos toca dar de lo que tenemos, no muchas veces de lo que nos sobra. Y a lo mejor usted piensa que no tiene suficiente, pero un dólar que usted done puede hacer la diferencia. Y aparte de hacer su donación, también le estamos pidiendo que por favor compartan el enlace del GoFundMe, lo compartan y compartan este live en todos los contactos que ustedes tengan en redes sociales, en Facebook, en Instagram, donde sea, que lo utilicen, que envíen este link también a través de WhatsApp, por mensaje de texto, a todos sus contactos en los diferentes grupos que ustedes pertenecen, que rieguen la voz para que realmente podamos alcanzar esa meta de los $11,000 y hacer la diferencia en la vida de Jamie. Mi compromiso personal, ya lo dije en inglés, lo repito de nuevo en español, es mantenerlos ustedes informados de la trayectoria de Jamie a través de estos próximos 6 años, porque la carrera son 6 años, son 2 años de premédica y 4 de medicina. Así que a través de estos próximos 6 años vamos a estar enviándoles fotos, manteniéndolos informados. Y ya Nick y yo, Nick, right, we're going to that graduation.
Yeah.
Vamos a estar, Dios mediante, en esa graduación, apoyando a Jamie y representándolos a todos ustedes que nos han ayudado a hacer este sueño realidad. Así que más allá que pagar una carrera de medicina, es devolver esperanza, devolverle fe a las personas, dejándoles saber que cuando uno hace el bien, que cuando uno se esfuerza por lograr sus metas, cuando uno sigue luchando a pesar de las adversidades, grandes cosas, buenas cosas te van a pasar. Y que cuando te cierran muchas puertas, te van a abrir otras mucho más grandes porque Dios te las va a abrir. Y ese es nuestro propósito esta noche. Así que, por favor, dale ese botón de donación, dona lo que tengas, $1, $10, 100, lo que puedas, lo que tengas, ¿verdad? Pero dona porque nos vas a ayudar a acercarnos a los $11,000, que es lo que necesitamos para que Jamie pueda completar su carrera universitaria. Es una familia que merece nuestra ayuda, merece nuestro apoyo. Y sé que al igual que Jamie, vendrán muchas más otras causas. Tengo un amigo que siempre me dice, Ibe, déjame saber cuál es tu último proyecto de bendición. Pues este es mi proyecto de bendición. Es un proyecto que Papá Dios puso en nuestras manos. Gracias a Dios tuve la oportunidad de compartir con Nick en Orlando hace 2 o 3 semanas. Y de ahí surgió esta motivación de hacer este live, de usar sus plataformas de redes sociales para venir ante ustedes y simplemente pedirles su cooperación, su ayuda, que compartan este mensaje y sobre todo que nos ayuden a ayudar y a bendecir la vida de esta jovencita de 18 años que tiene todo un mundo por delante y yo sé que con la ayuda de todos nosotros lo va a lograr. Así que dale ese botón de donación, comparte este live y ayúdanos a lograr los $11,000 para que Jamie complete su carrera de medicina. So we're live and we're happy and we're hopeful and we are counting on all of you to hit that donate button and help us and share this live with all your contacts. Let's flood Facebook with this GoFundMe.
Let's do it, guys. Let's hit some goals. Let's hit some numbers here. I'm super excited to be able to be a part of this. And like we said, we want to change people's lives. That's the whole goal of this, is keep them in tune, keep them in line, and really just make a difference. So, guys, like we said, like, share, comment, but above all, hit that donate button above us. $1, $10, $100. We're taking it all. It all goes a long way. It doesn't take one person to make one difference. It takes a lot of people. It takes a village to really make this happen.
Definitely. And there's so much, there's so much good. I mean, we're it's like I said, today, I don't know if you've ever seen a show called NARA premiered it. It's called 53 Million and One. And it's the story, it's the story about Jerry Asensio, about the Asensio family, and how they came to America, and how with a lot of work and sacrifices, they earned the American dream, and how they have helped others make that American dream into a reality. Right. And it really impacted me. I have heard about the show, I had heard about it, and today I had the opportunity to watch it. And it just goes back to our roots, to who we are, and how that resilience, I think, that we're born with when we are products of an immigrant family, or we're a product of a Latino family, basically, because it doesn't matter if you have citizenship or not. There's a lot of discrimination, and this is a whole nother topic. But just for a young girl as Jamie, coming from like a family, that has so little economically, to even dare dream about something so big. I mean, that's huge. That blows my mind. Just think about how many people that actually have the opportunity to go to med school and have the means don't even think about this.
Right.
We see so many people that decide not to do anything with their lives, because there are many careers. I'm talking about med school because that's Jamie's goal. But many people having the means within the USA and Puerto Rico, because we are part of the USA, and really don't take advantage of scholarships, of student loans, of all these things that can actually better their lives, and get them into the professional world much faster. And then we see young girls like Jamie, who has nothing, no doors to knock on, no school, no scholarships, no payment plans, no student loans, nothing. And yet her dream is as alive and vibrant as if she had $1 million to her name, And that always, it just blows my mind.
Yeah. Like no, I'm definitely with you there. And it just comes down to presenting the opportunity and being able to even know that the opportunity is out there for you, right?
Exactly. Yep. It's just amazing,
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna keep this video up. We might go live again. We have big plans for what's going on. But guys, go ahead, hit that donate button. Do you have anything here to close us off with?
Yes, definitely. Don't think of it as sending money to someone you don't know. I don't know if you've had the chance, and I'm talking to everyone who's listening to me, to actually read the story in the GoFundMe. It's a little long, and Nick actually told me to tone it down a little, but I thought it was important that you read the entire story so you can understand where I'm coming from as a mother, because I'm not here as a realtor. I'm not here in any other capacity than as a mother whose kids went through this, who I was so blessed to be able to have a real estate career that allowed me and my husband, we both have our real estate business, to pay for our children's med school. We're so blessed. And as a mother, I know how hard this is. Our kids were in med school when the market crashed. They started med school when the market crashed, people. Yeah. So when nothing was being sold, nothing. Everything was being repossessed, and everybody was going bankrupt, right. And there was no real estate being done. So you know what? I can relate to Jamie's mom. I know what it is to not see money coming into your account and knowing you had, in my case, it was not one, but 2 students going through med school at the same time, and knowing that it didn't matter what, that money had to arrive so my children could eat, could pay the university, could pay their rent. And somehow we made it happen. I mean, we had so many opportunities here in Puerto Rico and in the States, and we reinvented ourselves. We did a whole bunch of things until the market came back. But that's not the case with Jamie and her parents. That's not the case in the Dominican Republic. There is nothing to fall back on. There is no side business, to look for. There is no stop standing at a light, with a little with a little jar asking for dollars. No, that is not an option. And with COVID present, it's not an option. So, and she did not ask for this. She did not ask me to do this. This is my initiative. This is what we want to give back, because we know what it means to have a child want something, desire something, and that they have the capacity to reach it and not being able to provide for it. It is heartbreaking for a mother, for a father, to endure this, to see this. So I'm not asking anymore. I'm begging you to donate, to give whatever you can, to please share this with others, to take 5 minutes and read that GoFundMe story so you can understand why it is we're doing this, and why we're so emphatic, and why we'll continue to ask for this until we reach our goal. Today it's Jamie with a med school career. Tomorrow, we don't know if it could be you or someone related to you with a medical necessity, maybe losing their home, maybe needing something for healthcare. I mean, like Nick says, the opportunities will always present themselves. And if as leaders, we can't use our leadership and our influence to make an impact on other people's lives, then you know what? I believe then it's not a leadership and it's not an influence that we have. If we're only using it for our benefit, for our own good, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I if I step on anybody's toes with this, but I like to say it like I feel it, right? But if we don't use our blessings to bless others, then what do we want them for? I mean, like I said at the beginning, the nice car, the nice house, the things we enjoy, that's great. And there's nothing bad in it. But we need to sometimes look back and see others that are suffering and going through so much, and we can do so little with $1. Imagine $1 is 56 pesos.
Yeah.
56 pesos in Dominican dollars. So you are making an impact with just $1 if that's all you can give. If you can give 5 or 10 or 100 or whatever. Yeah. But if you can't, just share this. Yeah. Just share it with everybody you know. Share it with your pastor, with your priest, with the school teacher, with your neighbors, with your doctor, with whomever you know that you feel can help us and make an impact on Jamie's life. I know she will be more than grateful for this. I know she will complete her studies. And like I said, you have my compromise that I will be on social media all the time, letting you know how she's been doing. And we will be at that graduation, and we will be celebrating it. Hey, I don't declare many things, but this I do declare. We will be at that graduation, and we will be celebrating and giving you all the thanks for having helped us in this beautiful, beautiful labor of love or mission of love. So let's help Jamie. Hit that donate button. Let's reach that $11,000 in goal, and then we can celebrate having been the change that we want to see in the world. If we can change one life, then we've definitely fulfilled our purpose in life. So thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for doing this for us. Thank you for providing your platforms, your social media platforms, so we can reach so many people. And I know with all my heart that we're going to reach that $11,000 goal.
Yeah, it was my birthday recently, and this is what I'm asking for this year, guys. We don't ask for a lot, but this is what we're gonna ask for. Just go ahead and hit that donate button, help us reach our goals. Thank you so much for bringing it to my attention. Like we said, hit that donate button, and we'll see you guys here soon.
Thank you.